guys, this is Jama Mommy, and today I'm going to show you how I made this advent calendar. Let's see if I can get a better shot. I can't really zoom out too much. I'm going to show you how to create it. I'm creating this tutorial for those who have bought the kit from me. I do have one left if anybody would like it. I am selling this advent calendar as a kit, and you'll get the MyCreations Cubby box, this pack of embellishments. This is all of the Cricut cut pieces and embellishments that you'll need to complete the project. Everything here was cut with the Cricut on either the Art Philosophy or the Artiste Cricut cartridges, with the exception of these two snowflakes. These are Martha Stewart punches. So first I'm going to show you how to put together the boxes. These also come in the kit. These were cut on the Artiste Cricut cartridge, and these are the boxes that are going to go inside the little cubbies. If you look closely, you can see that the green and the blue cubbies have a background stamp on them, and that's because those ones just have numbers on them, not the other decorations. So I wanted to glam them up a little bit more by adding the background stamping, and I really like the depth that background stamping gives, and I do it a lot. As you can see, the stamp set is really well loved. This is Universal Backgrounds, and this does not come in the Advent Calendar kit, but you can purchase it from my website at jamamommy.ctmh.com. And this is what it looks like. If you don't have this particular set, any background stamp will do. And I'm going to be using this music note stamp. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on my acrylic block. I'm using the 3" by 3" block from Close to My Heart. It fits this perfectly. And it looks like the stamp is stained. Well, I mean, it is stained, but it is clean. I've cleaned it. It's just stained from the black stays on ink. So I'm going to put some scrap paper under me. I'm working on the Versamat, so there's some give in this foam right here. If you don't have a Versamat, then put the little foam piece that came with your Close to My Heart stamp set underneath your work surface. And what that does is it gives a little bit of give when you're stamping, and it helps you get a nice crisp image with that little bit of cush underneath. So this is Sky Cardstock, and I'm going to be stamping in Sky ink. I like the tone-on-tone stamping because it's subtle, but it still adds a little bit of something extra. And this part right here with the little half circle, that's the front of the box that you're going to be pulling out of the cubby. So that's where we want the stamp to go. And this stamp just happens to be slightly bigger than the box panel. So go ahead and give nice even pressure. And so you can see that you've got now your stamped image on the front of the box. So I'm going to show you how to put this box together. It's pretty simple, but there are 25 of them, so just know it's going to take you a little bit of time. And I like to use the bone folder to help me, and so I'll demonstrate how to use that. There are a couple different ways you can do this. When you cut 3D items out with the Artiste cartridge or Art Philosophy, you've got these little slits, and those are the score marks. They show you where to fold. So every time you see those, you know to fold along them, and that's your guide. Now, if you wanted to score them first, you could take your your paper trimmer and line it up so that, let's see, I better do it, sorry, closer to this side for you. So line it up in your trimmer so that the little score marks are right here in the track, and then you can take your bone folder and just go through it like that, and then you have a score mark. Now I find that I think that just takes an extra step that I don't want to do, so I don't do that. But it does certainly make sure that you get right on those lines. But what I do is I just take my fingers and kind of push where the lines are. So you've got the 2 marks here. So I took that panel that's going to be folded and just kind of pushed in that area and just score it with my bone folder. Now I'm going to turn my Versamat over now so that I have a harder surface so I can get it crisper. This is harder so I can get a crisper fold when I use the bone folder now. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going around. You'll get faster as you do more. There's not any particular order that I'm going in. I'm just folding them all first. And now this is what actually forms the box shape. I do find it helps as you start folding this box shape. It gets kind of awkward, so you're not going to want to fold it again like this, so then unfold what you did and then fold the whole thing again. And now you can see, after I fold this one, you can see where the music notes have kind of wrapped around to the side, so you know that the whole front panel is covered. So again, I'm going to unfold this while I fold here. And you can use this other edge as a guide, so line it up, make sure it's straight before you actually score, or use the bone folder. Okay, so now you can see that we have our box shape here, like that, so we just need to put the adhesive on. And basically, we're going to be putting the adhesive on the tops of every one of these little tabs. So I'm going to go ahead and take my ATG adhesive and just go like that, easy peasy. And the ATG adhesive works just fine for this. That's what I use for all the 3D boxes that I've made. So wrap this part around first and just pinch it, make sure it's put together well, and then form the box shape here. And then I like to set it on the bottom and push all of these parts in. Make sure they're good and sealed. So you've got your little box. So as you do more of them, they get faster. You'll just start going through them, get some help if you can. Once the boxes are formed, the rest of the advent calendar will go really quickly. So there's our first box, and all of the blue boxes are going to have red numbers on them. So let's see, I'll go ahead and start with 8. So I used a glue pen to adhere the numbers on, and actually most of the Cricut cut items I did adhere with a glue pen. So I just have one of these Zig glue pens, or you can use the Close to My Heart Bonding Memories pen as well. I do like the two-way glue, so Just make sure, I recently used this so there's plenty of glue in there, but just if you, looks like a felt tip pen. I should show you a little closer. I like the felt tip pen type is the two-way glue. So if this is your first time using it, you're going to want to take it and go like this a few times, get the glue starting to come out, and once the glue starts to come out, then you can just basically draw it on. It's really easy. And then if you have nails, this is easier. I don't really have nails, but go ahead and just pop it right there in the middle. The way I created all of these Cricut cut shapes is with Cricut Craft Room. And if you haven't used Cricut Craft Room before, oh my gosh, this was my first time playing with it, and it is so awesome. What it did is it allowed me, sorry, I had to reach for my my Glitz. So what it did was it allowed me to pull all of the different images that I want onto the mat on the virtual screen. And so I have all the red shapes, every one that I need, on one mat, and then I just hit cut, and it cuts it right from my computer to my Cricut. And I did that for all the white pieces and all the olive pieces and all the New England Ivy pieces, and each one is a different layer, so I can cut just the red at one time, just the white at one time. And so that was really helpful, and I do have that Cricut Craft Room file available, and I'm willing to give it to you with any purchase that you make with me. If you want to purchase your own MyCreations Cubby, or just some Glitz gel, or the other supplies that you need to make this, we've got the Glitz tape. I do have one more kit, so if you wanted to buy the whole kit with the Cricut cut shapes from me, if you don't have the Cricut cartridges, the kit is $40 and it's $10 for shipping within the US, $13 to Canada. But once this last one is sold, or if you just want to do it on your own, make any purchase from my Close to My Heart website, and I'll send you the Cricut Craft Room file for you. Alright, so the Glitz gel does come in the kit if you're going to, if you're buying that kit from me. And what I did was I put this Glitz gel on all the numbers because I wanted it super sparkly. As you can see, they all have lots of sparkle, and I wanted the numbers to play off of the Glitz, or the glitter tape that I have here, and I have it on the mittens as well. So I wanted it to play off that, but I did the letters in red because you can kind of see the background color a little bit, and the red really pops with the rest of the colors in this advent calendar. So you want to squeeze fairly lightly, and I just kind of went in circles. You don't want it too thick, so if you start seeing it come out thick, you can just spread it out, squeeze a little bit, and then spread. And the first time when I made my first advent calendar, I got all of the boxes in, and then I did the glitter, the very last thing. So you can do it that way if you want to, and then you know that all of your boxes are in place, and you don't have to move your box anymore and risk ruining the wet glitter gel. So once you're done, you can just set everything aside. Okay, so that's the Glitz gel, and if you wanted it thicker, you can put on another coat, but look at how pretty and sparkly that is. I just love this Glitz gel. And this comes in several colors as well. It comes in just the Stardust, like an iridescent color, red, green, pink, almond. Okay, so you've got all of the big numbers in red, and then you have some little numbers in blue, and that's for the boxes that actually have a decoration on them. They get a little number, and you're going to do the same thing glue them on with the glue pen and then add the Glitz gel. Okay, so let's go through a few of these items so you know how to put them together. You've got the stocking, and it has 3 little small white pieces that go with it, like this. So you're going to glue it together first. This longer skinny one goes in the heel, the shorter fatter one goes at the toe, and then this one goes up here. So once you glue that together, again I use just the glue pen, then you're going to put that on the box, and in the kit you have a picture of the final product so you can just look at that to refer to see which pieces I put on which boxes. And if you want to change it up, you can. When I put mine together, I kind of looked at, you know, what colors are right by other colors so that the colors were kind of spread out, but feel free to do how you want. These 2 pieces go together, so you're going to glue those together, and then you have a longer piece of this cranberry twine, so a little piece of that is going to tie in a little bow to go at the top of here. That's what this one looks like. And then you've got the other ornament that says peace, and that one gets a little bow with the green twine. That's right here. The 2 snowflakes I glued together like this. And I used a little mini glue dot. You can use a little piece of your adhesive. Whatever adhesive you have will probably be fine. And then one of these sparkle bling piece stickers goes in the middle. The ho 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 is self-explanatory. Just make sure you get all of the pieces glued down really well with the glue pen. You've got the mitten, and like this one you may need to take some of the pieces out still, but there's 2 mittens and 2 overlays for the mittens. Let's see, the other one's in here somewhere. There it is. So once you get the little cutout pieces out, you're going to glue those down, and then that's where you're going to use these. This is self-adhesive. This comes on a roll. It looks like ribbon. It's silver shimmer trim. So you're going to take the backing off, and it can be kind of difficult, so hopefully you have nails, because that helps. I don't really have nails, but there we go. So you'll take the clear backing off and just glue that onto this top part, and then you'll want to take some just small sharp scissors and cut off the little corners so that it's rounded like the mitten is. So there's the mittens. Let's see here. You have 3 pieces of this shimmer tape, 2 for the mittens, and then one of them goes on one of these ornaments here. And on some of the kits, I had already pre-cut this in half because it's skinnier. Mine I cut in half so it's skinnier than the width of this ribbon. But if I didn't cut it in yours, then you can just go ahead and cut it yourself, and then you've got an extra little piece still. Alright, Noel is self-explanatory. Here's all the numbers. The ornaments that I just showed you. Where's the other one? Oh, the other one's over here already, I think. So those are going, oh, here it is. Those go kind of staggered. And then the blue one in the middle, I actually put on foam tape so it's a little bit raised, and then that's the one that gets the shimmer tape across. Let's see. I'll save the snowman in a minute. Alright, so this bow, there's 3 pieces to the bow. 4 pieces actually. These 4 pieces are for the bow. And this is what it looks like. Super cute bow. Got a little Cricut. Okay, and it's very simple to put together. You're just going to pull the ends back and put them behind, and use a little mini glue dot or your adhesive. Not the glue pin, it's not quite strong enough, I don't think, but use your tape adhesive or a glue dot to hold it there. And then these are the ends of it, and you're just going to again put it with your adhesive or glue dot and put those, adhere them behind like that. Oh, actually first, this little piece gets wrapped around. Just like that, and holds it all together, and then you'll glue these ones on. And then you have another one of these bling rhinestones, and that goes right in the center of your bow. Alright, moving right along, you've got 3 holly pieces, and I just gave those a little bit of dimension by sort of folding it. I didn't make it perfect, but I just kind of folded it in the middle. Just to give it a little dimension. I didn't want a real heavy crease because I wanted it to look more natural, and also I needed the adhesive to be able to stick to the back pretty well still. So you've got a little dimension there, and then I just put, I think I held these on with glue dots. I put a glue dot on the back of each one and glued them down, and then you've got 6 red gems here. You're going to use 3 here for the holly and berries, well, for the berries to the holly. Okay, let's get these numbers out of the way. So now on to the Christmas trees. There's 2 of them, and they both go on this box here, and you'll just glue them on, and then that's where the 3 more red bling gems go, and then you've also got 3 regular bling rhinestones, sparkles as well, to go on the trees. And lastly are the snowmen, and the 2-part snowman goes on one, and the 2 3-part snowmen go on another. And this is one of the really cool things about using Cricut Craft Room, is when I created these, I actually used just the circle cuts. And in Cricut Craft Room, it's a design software, so you can do a lot with it. You can make it any size, you can skew it, you can weld it. So I welded the circles together so that when it cuts it, you don't have the full circle cut out, and you can make the snowman. So for the snowman, you have several of the little mini bitty sparkles for the buttons, and this snowman, the shorter snowman, gets 2 buttons, and the taller snowman get 3 buttons each. You've got a little piece of orange cardstock, and I just cut a very simple carrot-shaped nose out of that with my scissors, and you're just going to glue one onto each of the snowmen. So I'll set these here so you can see them still. And then you've got extra of each of these twine, and that's going to be the scarf around the neck, so you're just going to tie a double knot around those. And the short squatty snowman also gets a hat, so you've got 2 little pieces of black cardstock, and you'll just glue them onto your box like this as the hat. And then for the eyes, I just used a black like journaling pen that I have for my scrapbooking. You could use a Sharpie or any felt tip pen that you have. So I believe that covers everything. Oh, and you also have the long length of ribbon to tie around the entire thing. So you can see that there's the ribbon wrapped around the whole thing, and you should have plenty. I gave a little bit extra in the kit just to make sure you can tie a good size bow. So hopefully that will be plenty for you. Alright, so if you have any questions at all, please let me know. You can leave a comment here, or hop over to my blog and leave a comment at jmamalmy.com. And if you like this tutorial, I would love for you to like my Facebook page as well. It's facebook.com/playingwithpaper CTMH. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you next time. Thanks!